You're listening to Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast. Comics, television, movies, and more. If it impacts fan culture, we have something to say about it. And now, your hosts, Jordan, Cliff, and Seth.
Hey everybody, thanks once again for giving us a listen. My name is Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
I'm Seth. What's going on tonight, Jordan?
I don't know. You're throwing a curveball. Something new is happening. Something we've never done before. Something that involves props.
Yeah.
It's always good when it involves props.
Podcast, audio podcast. I could make this. You could at least hear it here. So we'll hear you. I got an idea like 2 days ago.
We're turning the velvet table into a ping pong table.
That's a good guess.
We're having a tourney.
I bought some ping pong balls.
Because the March Madness has been canceled, so we need to do a ping pong tournament
Yeah,
right.
with no audience.
Bought some ping pong balls. I had an idea. I was trying to think of a new series of episodes for us to do randomly. Just occasionally do an episode about this topic. Okay?
Because we're always at a loss for things to talk
Right.
about.
That's what I was saying.
I know. I'm always looking to clutter everything up some more. Okay. This could totally be not happen. This is the episode where we see if we're going to make it happen. It won't require a lot of effort, I don't believe. I
hope not, because neither of us have done prep work of any kind.
I mean, in the future for these episodes.
Okay.
But you guys are welcome to nix this entire idea. You won't break my heart. It cost me $6 in ping pong balls. But I thought
spending that patron money. Going outside.
yeah. Where did I get this $6? Doesn't Michael have our money? I tried to think what made me think of it. Is that Lock and Key Sandman series coming out later in the year is a crossover. Okay, we have a crossover. Someday I'd like to talk about that. That'd be pretty cool to do an episode about it or something.
Okay.
And I thought, what if we do a podcast episode once a month or two, no pressure, whenever we feel like it, about a crossover. Any crossover. And today we're going to, I've collected a list. We can add more later when you guys have had time to think of some. Where we write...
Cliff, we're going to have to buy our own ping pong ball.
Where we write down a crossover on a ping pong ball, put it in a box, and then we randomly pick one out and do an episode about it in the next time.
How I feel about this may be determined on the fact that do I need to build a new bumper for this or not?
Yes.
Oh, that's
absolutely.
probably how I'm going to feel about it.
You totally do. I got to let you know that up front so you can nix it now. But yeah, there will have to be. Yes, it has to have crisscross. If you think I don't have that written down here,
if
must
it doesn't,
have crisscross in the thing.
It's wiggity whack.
Exactly. Yes, he's totally on. Could you start saying the lyrics so he can make that into a song? Anyway, I'm sure that there are podcasts out there. I would not be freaking surprised if Jesse Starcher had done a podcast about some sort of crossover here or there along the way.
He's done a million episodes. He's done a podcast on
He's far beyond us.
Yeah.
But I just thought we would stick to that topic and do the most ridiculous crossovers there have been in comics, TV, whatever you guys want to do. But we're going to agree on ping pong balls to add to this box tonight. So I'm going to give you some titles. We're going to write them on a ping pong ball. And at the end, we'll pull one out.
I'm still not quite sure. We are inventing. These are previously known crossovers?
Yes. This is like an episode that happened years ago. Yeah. Or, no, we're not inventing them.
Okay.
We are.
Like, I thought you were going to pull out, Family Ties and then pull out, Making a Murderer.
No,
and we
that's
have to
cool.
invent okay.
We could do that, but
okay.
I was thinking, no, we do crossovers that have been previously made, and then we're going to talk about that episode or comic.
And where do the balls come in?
We randomly pull one out, and that's what we're going to do.
That's the one you're going to do.
That way we don't just go from the best to the worst. Let's just go until you're sick of it, okay?
Okay, so this crossovers only.
Yeah. That was,
Okay.
Otherwise, there's just too much. There's enough of these. Trust me. So, one at the top of my list that I'm super excited about. There's a lot that I'm excited about. Is why I ran with this in the last 2 days. Because some of these I've never
I'm
heard
having a
of.
hard time even thinking of
Okay.
a crossover.
Well, you're gonna think of something real quick when I start naming them.
I hope so.
There was a one-shot in 2017, written by Tom King, illustrated by Lee Weeks, who I've met, called "Play for Me." It's a crossover between Batman and Elmer Fudd.
Jesse has done an episode on that.
Oh, well, we're doing another one at some point. So that seems like solid gold to me. Okay, so we're writing down.
But have any of us ever read it?
No, but I'll buy it and we'll all read it. How hard is that?
Yeah, because they did. There was like a whole line. There was like
it was Looney Tunes.
Booster Gold and the Flintstones.
Yeah.
And there was like a wacky races and somebody. Anyways,
Well, write these down as you
I don't
think
remember
of them.
them.
As you think of crossovers, write them down, and we'll induct them in next time. Here's one we got. DC and KFC did The Kernel of Two Worlds in 2015. These got rave reviews, by the way. I've looked them up. And there was 2 issues. There was also Colonel Corps. It was like a Green Lantern and KFC crossover. The AV Club praised it, saying it was KFC and DC continued their weird, fruitful collaboration. Boom. Ping pong ball.
So and we're only doing comic books?
No.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
No. Anything. Any crossover. So DC, KFC. Okay, now we got Archie versus Predator. Come on. What do you want?
I believe Jesse's done this one as well.
Oh, good. Jesse knows what's up. See, I figure people have done this stuff, but we're doing strictly crossovers here.
Source material on the Radulich and Broadcasting Network.
Yes. I
Check
recently
there.
saw in some comments they were talking about vegetables again, and which is on brand. That tracks. Godzilla versus Charles Barkley. It was a 92 commercial and a 93 comic book.
That's a hard to find comic book.
No, it's not. I got it. I can get it. Easy. Cheap. I didn't put anything down here I couldn't get a hold of. Okay. Let's do a show. Alf and Gilligan's Island. It's solid gold, guys. We can't beat Alf and Gilligan's Island, can we?
I don't remember that.
Yes. In
Was it like him?
season 2,
he, like, had
episode 2, he
like
became obsessed.
It was an
with Gilligan's
imagination.
Island. Yes. Alf and Gilligan's Island. You guys don't want to reach into this thing and pull out.
So, I mean, what are the rules here? Is it like with a show, like they have to be 2 different shows that have both characters, or is it just
a crossover episode of something? They did lots of them. You'll hear about them here. One time, Steve Urkel was on Full House, that type of thing.
Oh God, we're not doing
no,
that.
We don't have. I'm saying that's an example of a crossover. I've got one here. Like, there's also like JLA versus Avengers. I've never talked about that. I don't know whether we have interest in talking about it, but those types of things.
So what about the if you remember back in the day on NBC,
The wheels are turning over here.
Thursday night? What about wasn't there like a
Yes.
night where
Yes.
Mad About You, Friends,
Seinfeld, and something else.
They all had.
Yes.
There was the blackout.
Yes.
Is that that would be a
That's a
crossover?
crossover. There's there was a more Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There is this one. I kind of like the idea of Magnum and Murder, She Wrote. Magnum on ice.
Okay.
Where I read that he does a lot of mansplaining to her. There was a Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series a couple years ago, correct?
Yeah.
There's the old Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
It seems like comic books are the easiest place to do
Right.
these because you just you don't have to get actors together and things. So
Right.
I'm assuming comics can be a lot more fantastic.
Yeah, there was an X-Files and Cops crossover.
It was a good episode.
Okay. There's a Jefferson's Fresh Prince Different Strokes crossover. Yes. There is a $6 Million Man Bionic Woman Bigfoot
Ooh,
crossover.
I like that one.
Yeah. Eminem and the Punisher.
No.
Yeah, that sounds hilarious. This one is pretty much the piece de resistance here. It's called Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue.
Okay.
1990, 30 minutes, executive produced by Roy E. Disney.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the Smurfs, Garfield, Alf, Muppet Babies, Winnie the Pooh, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Slimer, Bugs Bunny, Michelangelo, DuckTales, and it's about a kid doing drugs.
You had me at Roy E. Disney.
I know, that's why I wrote it down.
So would like the old Laugh Olympics would that
That is like a series that is all big crossover.
See,
We could
that's-
do something like
yeah.
the best episode of that or something.
Ooh. Okay.
We watched that religiously at my
Yeah,
house.
I always watched that. It was on the USA Cartoon Express, I think.
There's a He-Man Thundercats crossover.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean a book?
No, I think it was I thought it was a cartoon.
I have a He-Man Thundercats
I bet you
comic book series.
There's Love Boat Charlie's Angels.
Oh.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine New Girl.
We get-
Sabrini and Boy Meets World.
We got to do He-Man, She-Ra.
He-Man, She-Ra?
Secret of the Sword.
Well, that's now what I've heard. There's two main ones. There's that, which is the good one, or
And
is it
the
more
Christmas.
fun? Or is it more fun to do the terrible Christmas one?
I think you got to do both.
Exactly. We also have, really our sweet spot. Archie meets the Punisher. Archie meets Kiss. Archie versus Sharknado. So that's what I'm talking about. All those things and any more you could think of. Or do you nix the whole idea?
Well, we haven't done it yet, so
I know. Well, you look like you're into it, and he looks like he hates it.
My brain, I can't come up with any. Like I'm trying to think.
Well, I've looked at them. I'm saying
crossovers,
these
like-
are them.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there's so many examples. Like
the Andy Griffith Show and
And what?
Danny Thomas Show.
Yeah. There was something.
Mayberry or RFD, I don't know.
There was a Mad About You and a Dick Van Dyke crossover. And I was like, I think it's an Alan Brady something deal. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, I have to know about that one. But there's a Simpsons and 24. They did an episode.
Mhm.
oh, X-Files. Everybody's been.
Yeah,
on
right,
Simpsons.
right. I don't know.
I wish I would have had more time to think about it.
Well, you have your life. You can add the ping pong ball anytime you want to.
I spent all day practicing ping pong. That was a
It
waste.
was a fake out. There's Star Trek and the X-Men. I'm trying Facts of Life, Different Strokes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's the big idea. I thought we'd pull out a random one so we don't have to figure out which one we're going to do. We just do the one we pull out. As long as we put ones in there that we think would be reasonably interesting.
So how do we do that? We pull one out. Are we pulling it out like ahead of time?
Yeah, we would pull one out at the
Okay.
end of this episode.
Okay.
You guys...
That'll bring them back for.
Yeah. you guys seem not that excited about it. So
I don't know. I mean,
Guys.
are we going to screenshot it? Or are we going to...
I don't
know.
care.
Do we just...
What do you mean?
Do we do a commentary like we did with Star Wars?
Yes, we're going to talk about what happened in it.
Okay.
Detail what happened and talk about how absurd it is, and maybe try to figure out what's going on behind the scenes here.
Yeah.
Oh well, what's their motivation here? Why is Charles Barkley so upset at Godzilla?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it would just need to
Try one out.
Work on it.
Try one out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we'll make up the ping pong balls. We'll put them in the thing, and we'll pull one out.
Next time when I come over, I expect to see one of those like lottery cages with the ping pong balls where we stir it up.
That would be great.
And then we can have somebody pick one out.
Spits one out.
Yeah,
that would be good.
Oh yeah, with the little air machine that pops up.
Yeah,
I like it.
We've got. What have we got this?
I'm all in now.
You get the machine. Yeah, I don't have a machine. I stole a box. I bought the ping pong balls. I don't know. It's one of those we could do at any random time.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So
anytime we're short of an idea, it's the go-to.
So we'll pull one out of the box. Okay, so we got all the names in here. We're gonna pull out the first crossover we're gonna do on this new series of random releases.
Oh, we need sound effects. We need music.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot of work.
That's what
I'm stirring around the ping pong balls. I'll let you reach in,
Just
Cliff.
sample that noise.
I'll let you reach in, Cliff. All right, you got one?
That is unhygienic.
Yeah, this is coronavirus.
We are breaking protocols.
Wang.
Oh yes, I think you'll be happy with this one.
All right, what is it?
We got $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman, and Bigfoot.
Oh.
So that's going to be the first one. So we're all assigned to watch all of those episodes.
I have never seen a single episode of The Bionic Man.
Okay, well, first off, before we comment about
$6
that,
million.
save it all. Yeah.
See, I don't even know the nomenclature.
Save it all for that podcast because this is basically what we'll be saying. So once we have all watched that, we will record that time.
Although I'm pretty sure Andre the Giant played Bigfoot.
Save it for the podcast.
I have to check on that though.
See if you recognize it.
I know. I can fill in any Bigfoot facts you need.
I think it's the Jack Links guy that does it. Anyway, so that's going to be our first crossover episode.
Okay,
that's it. That was a special episode.
So cool. We all have a lot of work to do.
I like to assign things. Everyone,
great. We got homework.
Yeah,
cool.
You
do it at your leisure. We won't record it until we've all watched these episodes.
Feel the pressure already.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. All right. Then look forward to that coming at you.
We need a name for it, like a special segment name as well. Yeah.
Crisscross Ka-Pow. What more do you want? We can think off air.
Yeah, we don't have to do it right now.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Some of the podcasts rap, but they don't rap like this. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
Bye forever. Lots of ping pong balls. I had an idea.
What are you saying about the ping pong balls?
What if we do a podcast episode about a crossover?
Ping pong.
Any crossover. Most ridiculous crossovers there have been in comics, TV, whatever you guys want to do. We randomly pull one out, and that's what we're going to do.
That's the one you're going to do.
So we don't have to figure out which one we're going to do. We just do the one we pull out.
Ping pong ball.
We have a crossover.
It's wiggin' whack.
Ka-Pow, the pop cultured podcast, is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Sounds, music, and clips played during the podcast are property of copyright holders. All original content is property of www.udownwithkpp.com. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a comment. Ka-Pow, the pop cultured podcast, is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Spotify, and wherever podcasts can be found. You can connect with us through social media on Facebook, YouTube, at the Ka-Pow Podcast on Twitter, or email the show, Ka-Pow, the Pop Cultured Podcast, at gmail.com. If you really want to go the extra mile, please sign up to be a patron through the Podbean app or our website, www.udownwithkpp.com, to receive special content and early access to some episodes. We are grateful to anyone that chooses to contribute, but please know that most of our content will always remain free, so please continue to like, comment, and share.